Alright, but civilization draft here for PotatoAim. And looks looks about right. What do you think?
I think it looks about right as well. I actually played a tournament match myself today, and Britons and Franks were still also the first picks. I don't really think it's a low elo thing to pick them. They're just rock solid, and yeah, it looks like a pretty normal Civ draft to me.
Yeah, indeed. So I will heal you. He gets the meat thrown out on him for picking Britons and Franks, but he also has Italians and Malians. And then PotatoAim going to have Vikings, Japanese, Ethiopians, Lithuanians. Not too many surprises here. A lot of good civs, and we're going to have quite a few good games to look at here. I believe the home maps here are Jungle, Nomad. Other one. Apologies.
I'm not sure if they told us.
I'm not sure they did. But hey. And Yo-Yo Dude is also here to go.
Yep, I told Yo-Yo Dude he could cast Game 1 tonight, and yeah, I'm going to mute myself for it.
Bring Yo-Yo Dude in. So, hello. Yo Dude. Hello. Give him a second here. Not sure what's going on. Should be able to hear me. Sorry, I was able. Hello.
Yeah, very unprofessional of him to come in 1 minute late on mute.
He said something's buggy. Just well, we'll give him a minute, guys. But nonetheless, should be interesting.
And you know what? There is actually one more relevant meme we could run prior to this match because I Will Heal You actually came in off the bench for this. He actually missed the sign up. And if you were watching any of the previous games, you probably saw him in chat talking about how badly he wants to get in on the next tournament. But you know what? There was a drop and he was able to make it in.
Indeed. Definitely not here. Try to bring you back. Hello. Well, if it's not going to work, Jabari, it looks like just resume the co-caster.
Yeah, such a shame. I hate co-casting, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, we're dive in here. I am actually loaded into game 1 already at 5 seconds. Are ready, sir?
Cool. Count it down.
All right. So PotatoAim gonna be in red for this one with the Lithuanians. Not too surprising. We've seen this picked quite frequently on the Jungle Arabia. His counterpart, I Will Heal You, who was able to get into the tournament here with the Britons. I have seen him play the Britons quite a few times in the last few months, so definitely a civ he is comfortable with. And, be interesting. I personally think Britons are a great civ, but Lithuanians may have somewhat of an edge here if they get those relics.
I think this is actually a very even Civ matchup. When I find myself as the Britons in this situation, I guess I am actually a little fearful, and especially at lower elos, I think that those Lithuanian knights might be able to run over the Britons. But I assume I Will Heal You likes those Briton archers and can probably do some work with them.
Yeah, and he's got a good map for it. This main gold, not too bad. Should be able to wall that in if so chooses. And really not a bad map at all. His stones a little forward, second and third golds off to the sides, but berries pretty decent. And he does have his hunt all within range here. Looks all pretty good. Already pushed in one here with this beloved monkey. And then for PotatoAim map, a little bit more difficult to deal with. Really only has one viable wood line at the moment. And both of his golds, as well as the stones, are forward. berries off to the side as well. But he has yet to locate a lot of his herdables here, as he will soon find them with the so cannot complain there.
Yep. And note that the herdables are farther away than people these days are accustomed to. I guess with the modern DE Arabias, I think they tightened the radius that they spawn maybe by like 50%.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good thing, though, that we have players, or scouts, and Ace the Monkey, because without that, could easily lose it. And somehow, PotatoAim actually missed these two. So his scouting just missing a few of his there. Hopefully, it's gonna find them in a second. Counterpart here, sitting with good scouting all around his base. Actually, it looks like.
Yeah, both players are actually very systematically doing a full scout of their own base before heading out. I think it really shows a defensive mindset. Probably looking for all their res, looking for where to wall, not as concerned with, where to hit the enemy or anything like that.
Yeah, and overall looking pretty good to see how things are going for both. Idle time a little bit more for iwillhealyou, but not too far off. And yeah, Tech Chariot, this is gonna be the last cast this weekend, and going into next week we'll have a bunch of games because I will be out of town. So we will have a lot of games back to back to back every night to return. Forward to that. Yeah, a lot of fun. You guys missed it, by the way. Last night's sets were spectacular and definitely worth taking a look at as well. And they're available on the VOD and on YouTube in a day or so.
Yeah, I mean, definitely what we had last night was the best sets, or at least one of the best sets we've cast so far.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, Knight hasn't casted in a while, but you haven't been around so much, Knight, playing all those Battlefield games.
And I'm not sure, did Knight and Tech Chariot sign up for this tournament? I mean, I'm pretty sure Tech Chariot did, but I'm not sure if I saw Knight on the roster.
I don't think Knight has, but he may. He has time. He has time. Exclamation point ban that if you are interested in signing up. Go ahead and do it for you. There you go. But for now, we have PotatoAim walling side up here, and kind of an awkward wall off, but should be able to wall up that side. He may even wall across the front of the cliff. Could be a possibility. He is clicking to Feudal Age and will be up a bit faster, and some big walls going to come in for iwillhealyou as well. He is just now getting the mill up, interestingly, but there was no pre-milled rush, so that mill is quite late.
Yeah, and he's also been racking up the idle time at the end of Dark Age here, but in the end he's clicking up just one bill behind. So I think these minor economic hiccups are not too big a worry.
Yeah, especially the Britons having the herdable bonus. It's good that he's going to be having these berries still available. Did finish taking all of his sheep already, and he did push in one of the deer early on. His deer seem a little bit bugged behind this wood line at the moment, but all in all, not too bad.
Yeah, I have noticed. I have noticed that the deer are bugged, not too infrequently on this map. But every time, they're at least partially available. I think sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles if you got some bad deer.
Absolutely. Tech Chariot Knight hasn't played a 1v1 in probably 3 months, so I wouldn't expect to see him there. But he's 1400-ish, maybe 1500 at top. So he's been around a while. One of the OGs. Big walls for both players. Unfortunately here for PotatoAim, though, this one side is not actually walled. Don't really understand why he hasn't walled it up. He hasn't scouted it, that's why. But big walls, and this is a very, very forward stable here from our Lithuanian player.
Oh, the more forward the stable, the sooner they get there. And I will heal you's looking pretty vulnerable, particularly on those
Oh,
berries still.
the monkey did go down here. PotatoAim killing the archery range. Or maybe it was the Wallingville? I'm not sure which, but monkey got some damage in there.
Yeah, excellent work. Excellent work by the monkey there, denying that critical building at the start of feudal.
Have scout production coming out here, and actually we have 2 vills moving forward here, potentially gonna try something, but currently this wolf is giving them a hard time. It will be double archery range play here from I Will Heal You, and good to see someone playing archers, Britons in particular. I don't think we've really seen them picked much here, surprisingly.
Yeah, that surprised me too. I mean, when you actually look at the stats for how popular different civs are, people like to joke about the Frank and Britain pickers, but like, it's really like 6% less than that pick rate when the unpopular civs are like still only like 4% or something. In the end, it seems like, all the civs are played almost equally.
And it's a really, really well done scout rush here, and he's in trouble. I Will Heal You has to get Spears out onto the field, which he is doing right now, but all in all, already down a few vills here. KD is 2-0 for PotatoAim here, and Monkey is going to get another one under the TC even, so quite unfortunate here.
Yeah, and a skirm is not going to do anything against these scouts. He really needs to garrison this TC. I don't know if he doesn't see what's going on here, or if he's just doesn't have that hotkey handy to garrison. But it took a lot of unnecessary damage within TC range.
Yeah, and the scouts continuing to pressure, continue to be annoying, and almost pick off another vill here.
Yep, and that spearman going down for free is huge. Yeah, getting cut down in his back by the scouts.
Yeah, the monkey cannot be garrisoned. Or that's your question.
I believe he can garrison in castles and transport ships. I actually haven't done it myself, but I see that, he has the option to garrison, which units that are unable to garrison in anything don't have. But he cannot garrison in the TC. It seems like he's kind of classed like a cavalry unit as far as garrisoning goes.
Yeah, and it feels like this scout rush is doing its job. And I don't know how easy it's going to be for I Will Heal You to get any archers out on the field. He hasn't been on gold long enough. He's building a house. Terrible places right now. Lost a lot of military. His villager counts successfully been depleted here by PotatoAim. Just is gonna run around with scouts here, it looks like.
I guess it's just the army size, but the score is super tight right now. If I were I Will Heal You, I would actually have some confidence from that. I'd think that maybe my opponent's getting a lot of idle time himself or has something going wrong at home, even though I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very close score, which is very strange, but I think it's just I feel like I Will Heal You score is actually extremely good, considering it's probably military numbers, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he actually has the score lead right now, which is kind of a poor man's estimate of who's winning.
Yeah, and very strange to see the score this locked in with that 10 vill deficit at the moment. It has to be just the military numbers in the field right now.
Let me check the scouting. And it's a little bit better scouting as well.
Yeah. But hey, still he's been able to pressure. It looks like he's gonna go home. He's gonna be up to Castle Age soon. And I Will Heal You nowhere near. Just now getting fletching. Has 2 archers. Has 2 skirms, spearmen. But this forward here, as we see PotatoAim building yet another stable, even farther forward. Not something I see a lot of, but definitely working out just fine here.
And this Castle Age is going to be impossible for I Will Heal You. He's going to have to hide behind his walls. There's no way he'll be able to fight knights.
Yeah, it really just comes down to all the pressure coming in and the fact that he's not able to have quite as much on food that he needs here. Even pulled away from the berries here for some reason.
I think he wants to preserve them as a wall.
That's a good possibility. But unfortunately, he does need the food.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't push back knights with feudal army unless you have, 20 archers. I guess he actually does have enough spears to fight, but the knights are going to be able to run circles around him.
Yeah, it's not going to be... It's not going to be a great position here, and only so much you can do at this point. It was good for iwillhealyou to pick off the one vill and send the other one packing here, but full archer play. We do have foraging coming in as well, but that will simply just delay this timing here, and at home it looks pretty promising as far as resources for PotatoAim, as he also has foraging just now completing, and will be able to queue up some knights here, as well as a monastery coming up immediately. So going to go for those relics for the bonus attack. Bloodlines coming in. Bloodlines foraging and +1 defense to skill barding armor. Gonna be difficult to do anything, but we do have a counter attack coming in. 6 archers coming forward. If they could get onto this gold, or even somehow get to the wood line, it could be quite good for him here.
Yeah, I mean, as a Britain's picker myself, though, the way you win a game like this is by holding out, and by the time you actually get to crossbow, having a huge mass. Having these small numbers of archers forward is actually a tremendous liability. Like, if he loses these, I mean, the military numbers are the only edge he has. There's kind of no way back when you're down by 10 vills if you also lose your entire army.
Yeah, and he's gonna lose it all here. I mean, scouts the knights, not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the spearmen, but the spearmen are kind of the support. As Britons, you want those crossbows to be the things that, pick off bills, keep enemy armies back. I mean, spearmen alone are not going to be able to damage the enemy, and the knights, if microed well, will never need to engage them.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, he is buying himself a good bit of time here, and he's going to be able to click up. He won't have the military numbers for long, but the spearmen with the +1 attack might be enough to hold off the current force here, but it's going to be rough.
Yeah,
especially not going to have a military mass.
Yeah, I've been in much rougher spots. He's clicking up before the enemy starts knocking at his walls, at least. If he re-walls behind, I think that PotatoAim kind of has a lack of ranged units here. It's quite possible iwillhealyou will actually hold to see that Castle Age defense.
Yeah, and walling behind here. And honestly, I don't think you try to fight until you have at least... I would get pikemen first, I think, actually, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, pikemen's kind of your only chance,
but there's
honestly.
a hole, so he's going to have to bring the military over.
Oh boy. This could be absolutely disastrous.
Yeah, there's a hole between the house, the wall, the barracks. Very difficult spot to wall on the hill. No reaction as far as his main military force, though. iwillhealyou is taking losses he can't afford right now. These knights are getting a lot of value, and a lot of these vills low HP from the earlier scout raids.
Yeah, well, PotatoAim has been idling his TC for a long time, though. iwillhealyou is actually going to arrive at Castle Age not down by that many villagers. I mean, it's getting worse with each passing second here as the knights run through the base. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, it's getting very, very rough here. Not enough room in that TC, so a lot of vills dying underneath the TC. At the front, taking a good exchange, though. iwillhealyou is going to make it to Castle Age, but he's going to be down significantly now. And it's going to be extremely difficult to come back from this position here.
Ooh,
23 vills.
We'll just losing a slew more under the TC unnecessarily.
Yeah, and I don't know if he thought he cleaned this up or what, but...
Ugh, no food in the bank or food income for crossbow. He's gonna get completely mopped up before he gets a single Castle Age unit on the field.
Yeah, Botkin is here, but everything's getting cleaned up on the front. Military numbers down to 3, soon to be down to 1, and these knights are just gonna keep on killing vills. He's doing an overchop now in the wood line if he finds that, but I don't think it really is gonna change anything now.
Yeah, I mean, the game is won by PotatoAim. I will heal. You should, play this out as long as he feels is best. Maybe get a feel for his opponent. Just get comfortable with things. Playing it out like this shows that he's definitely still got his heart in it. He's gonna play the rest of the games as hard as he can, I'd imagine. Not get too discouraged, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for him though. Had a decent position. Unfortunately, that hole there, quite the problem. I think if he would have been able to hold this off, keep his food eco going, and get pikemen, he might have actually been in a promising position. But knights are just so good, and being so late up to the next stage after the successful scout raiding here by PotatoAim makes it all the more difficult, as PotatoAim will take game 1 here. Both.
Yep, I am very excited though to see I Will Heal You's home map. He was saying that he had a prepped strat for it, and yeah, I'm dying with suspense here.
Yeah, so Britons with the loss, Lithuanians with the. We're gonna load into the next game here. 2. Looks to be Jungle Nomad for a game.
That is not something we have seen yet.
Yeah, something that players who are participating are going to have to pay attention to. Start here. I'm at 5 seconds when you're ready.
Count me down.
3. Alright, PotatoAim with a color change, but important information. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is actually a restarted game. I updated the rules after these players played their sets because a Vil spawned trapped in the first generation. If you look at the minimap, you can see actually at the extreme right and the extreme bottom of the map, there's these little like pockets behind the trees where Vils actually might spawn. The rules originally said no restarts under any conditions, but if you have a Vil that spawns in a pocket and can't reach the other Vils, it's an automatic restart. Yeah, please.
And this is a very interesting generation, and I feel like it's much different than the one that I played on against Tech Chariot, simply because these wood lines are massive, and it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. I mean, PotatoAim already to the lumber camp. For those who did not notice, you only start with 200 wood, so you have to build the lumber camp first to collect the wood to actually be able to build the town center. I mean, old school on everybody here for these bad games. And as far from that, boars spawn in groups of 3. Then a lot of the herdables are around big patches of hunt as well. Gold stones pretty randomly distributed, but gonna be interesting. Not a big fan of the lumber camp position for PotatoAim. He's in a rough spot. There's not really any gold nearby. Has to go a lot farther south for that. But same could be said for I Will Heal You's lumber camp. A little closer to gold, but can be very exposed there.
Yeah, the distance to gold for both players is actually insane here. This is going to play out very interestingly. Conventional builds, I don't think, will be possible with such bad gold access for PotatoAim in particular.
Yeah, I mean, good news for him though. Japanese spears having the extra attack bonus, so he will be able to play more defensively, more successfully here with that, and obviously I would imagine going into archers or skirms himself. But look at this, I Will Heal You. Gonna put his town center down as quickly as possible. Had to pay attention to the wood count, and we should see the same for PotatoAim, but he is not paying enough attention, or maybe he is just deciding on where to place it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Malian's wood bonus outweighs the Japanese cheaper lumber camp bonus when it comes to being able to slam the TC sooner. Potato Aim, though, unconventionally delaying his TC to seek greener pastures. Let me check his scouting here. Yeah, he actually has explored the gold and the boars, and yeah, I guess he might have noticed what we were talking about and didn't want to TC on no man's land over there.
Yeah, and actually the TCs are going to be basically on top of each other at the moment.
Well, this will be
TC
interesting. I think that this is actually literally prevented in the ranked version of Land Nomad. But anything goes here.
Yeah, and it's going to be even worse for I Will Heal You now because he's sitting in a terrible position, not going to be able to take food under his town center, and a lot of his sheep just got taken away. One boar in the back, but Potato Aim in a wonderful position now.
And looking at the exploration here, I see that Potato Aim actually does not see I Will Heal You's TC. I Will Heal You saw that Vil come close, and I guess was assuming that he had vision of it. Oh, maybe he did see it even though it's not showing up in his exploration.
Yeah, hard to say really, but I mean, this is going to be just brutal here, as I Will Heal You did see this and did not elect to Villa Rush, which would have been the appropriate maneuver since that would be his first town center. He could have even lost Vills here and been in a much better position in here.
Yeah, I Will Heal You is going to run out of food under the TC. Potato Aim has all these boars. I also know that Potato Aim is the higher elo player, and in unusual situations like this, the more experienced, more savvy player tends to improvise a lot better. I'm really scared for I Will Heal You right now.
Yeah, and a little bit of chat between these two, obviously, but it's looking like Potato Aim's going to be able to have the major advantage here, and it's going to be part of the issue we have moving forward with this map is where you put your TCs, and obviously in here for Potato Aim, a much better spot. He did delay this. He is behind by 2 Vils because of that, but all in all, much better position for him at the moment.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this actually really showcases the superiority of the lumber camp first versions of Nomad. In a traditional Nomad map, it would never in a million years be correct to, scout so much and actually like see the map and determine where to place your TC after gathering that info. But when you have to do the lumber camp first, you have a couple minutes to sheep scout. There's actually like a lot more input you have when deciding where to put the TC.
Yeah, an excellent move for I Will Heal You here, though. He did see these deer early on. He's going to move out. He's going to have good food income. It's actually going to be great for him here as he's able to survive the early going. He may be able to relocate a bit later in the game should he desire to.
Yeah, his food is looking great. I'm still worried about his stone and gold, however. I mean, when the TCs are this close, the game tends to end pretty quickly. Players, in my experience, often rush to feudal, slam towers. I mean, it's kind of hard to fight with conventional military units when so much of the eco is covered by the TC. But I would be surprised if this game ran long.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be rather rough. I mean, it's such a bad position for I Will Heal You now. Potato Aim walked so far to drop this as well, because he did scout with those sheep. He did see everything over here. And we'll go to his point of view real quick so you guys can see what we're talking about here. His scouting with the sheep all over the side of the map here that he needs to see, was able to find the golds we were discussing earlier. Definitely did an excellent job here. A lot of scouting for I Will Heal You as well, but he obviously didn't see or decided not to go try to Vil fight Potato Aim here, which I do believe would have won him the game here.
And I Will Heal You is thinking of military. I think like archers might be the thing that makes the most sense here. Definitely in Dark Age, infantry are not going to be able to do anything. It's only once the players run out to that stone and gold that they'll have any vulnerability.
For sure. And it's going to be unfortunate here for iwillhealyou because I feel like he's trying to go into military buildings, but he has no gold. So he's going to be able to build 2 militia at best, and he's not going to be able to do anything with them with position.
Yeah, he has really scouted. He has scouted like 5 different gold piles, however. So if he wanted to send some of his vills out on a journey to set up a long-distance mining camp, it wouldn't be that tough. And honestly, if he just went to the gold in the corner, say, those vills would probably survive untouched for maybe the entire game.
Yeah, but for now, the food definitely in favor of PotatoAim here, given the TC positions and all of these 4 going to be with the villager lead already as well.
Yeah, watching this really makes me want to play some Land Nomad myself. I mean, I put this in the map pool because it's my old favorite map, and yeah, seeing this kind of start, you know, situations where build orders don't matter. That's kind of my favorite sort of game, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's for a very big variety, and like you said, weird strategies, civs going for different units, and I mean, I love the civ picks here. Japanese obviously beneficial because they have deeper mills and lumber camps, but I don't know, it just it feels sad for iwillhealyou here. He wanted into the tournament so bad, and I just don't know how he's going to survive this one for too much longer in this position. He's going to have to expand, like you said, which he has done. He is out here getting some farms down. He has taken a boar, and that was the last deer to shoot down. But he is going to have to relocate his economy a bit here for the gold. And I think no time's too soon at this point, honestly. Got to get at least a couple vills somewhere safe under gold.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're planning some sort of FC with market abuse or something like that. I mean, no matter what, you eventually need gold. The sooner the better, I agree.
Yep, PotatoAim has clicked already, and iwillhealyou quite a ways away. But with this hunt and his farms, shouldn't be too long before he's up himself. And not much damage can really be done to either player at the moment.
I think that if iwillhealyou garrison his TC, he could like kill 2 or 3 vills actually right now. I think maybe 4 vills are actually in range.
Yeah, he could definitely. He hit the TC, so he could definitely hit all of these vills sitting here. But I think iwillhealyou's being a little bit too nice with that position.
Yeah, the peacefulness of these players is actually a little bit weird. I would expect one of them to at least TC fight a little just to test the waters.
Yeah, and I think iwillhealyou could have had the game if he would have been able to deny this town center, or at least delay it even longer. And it looks like we will have the Vil fight, or the TC fight going on now. I'm not even opposed to him deleting this town center and rebuilding elsewhere.
I think the economic impact of that would be devastating.
I know, but I think he's not going to have a choice soon but to relocate that town center. He is not pairing. His opponent has garrisoned 6 villagers, and the HP continues to go down on this town center here.
I think Malians have a slight repair bonus as well. I think the cheaper wood on buildings extends to repairing, so he has a hypothetical civ advantage in a TC war.
Yeah, definitely possible. Tech Chariot, he won't be able to get a new TC if his opponent goes archers. Yeah, and his opponent is definitely going archers. And as soon as these archers get in over here, we'll see if he can get the stable up, but his farms will all be in danger. And he's really stuck what his options are. He has to go trash, so scouts or skirms here is really his only option. Only one archer, though.
Yeah, especially seeing the archers, I think skirms would be the preferred choice. I mean, so much of this economy is already covered by the TC, and, you know, things like the gold could rather easily be walled. But you know what? Any military is better than none. He's got the scout in queue.
Yep, but a spear already out here as well. And this town center is now being repaired. Try to hold it out for as long as possible.
Yeah, and the scout actually has an opportunity to jump on these archers while the spear is sitting back. This is very good for I Will Heal You.
Yeah, he's housed though, so a little bit unfortunate for him. I don't know if he's realized there's just stress there. He's gonna drop some houses.
Yeah, good micro to avoid the spear. Oh, no.
Was initially good micro, but the issue now is he's getting himself kind of stuck here in this archer play, where I agree, I think going into skirm would have been better, and I really would love to see I Will Heal You garrison this and make the wood relocate.
Yeah, PotatoAim is just offering up some bills here if I Will Heal You only garrisoned. It seems like the more time goes with I Will Heal You not garrisoning, the bolder PotatoAim gets with these vills. I mean, he's taking wood under I Will Heal You's TC.
Yeah, and now the archers and spears here going to make the farms evacuate.
Yep, smart move. He has to abandon these farms. They're absolutely indefensible at this point. And you know what? Good job getting these walls up, though. That house with just a couple hammer hits on it, yeah, will not hold.
Yeah, scouts actually dive in under the town center and try to pick up vills, but there's some spears there. Build counts 32 to 26 right now. Just rough position all the way around.
But you know what? I Will Heal You is fully house walled. I can't imagine him losing this game early now. It will definitely take castle aim technology to push him from this position.
Yeah, and that honestly doesn't seem like it's going to be all that far away, because the production here should slow down as these archers are queued in pretty heavy right now. We do have the villagers relocating here for I Will Heal You. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to find anything over there, but maybe the stone. He's actually going to go build another stable. I don't think is the right move either.
I mean, it's hard to know what to do in his position. Having like total vision and knowledge of the map, I struggle to think of something he can do to counter his opponent. Like my best guess would be to run vills far away and hope that things turn around far, far in the future.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, he's doing what he can here. I just think Terms would have been the better choice. And to see another stable, as we see the archery range coming up now, seems a bit of a waste for the stable this time.
But you know what? I like that he's not falling for the sunk cost fallacy here. He's got two stables, but skirms are the unit to go to. He realizes that, he builds the range.
Yeah, these archer numbers are getting massive, though. Already 9, 10th about to come out. PotatoAim not too far off from clicking up here, honestly. Could put a market in and get pretty close, as we see a forward tower, actually, so he will not be selling in his stone. He is on stone, though, so towers are on the menu.
Yeah, and I don't know. This is kind of crazy to see, one player under siege and the opponent's entire base, just a few tiles away. Like, it feels a lot more inescapable than, just having an army alone and maybe a few forward buildings at your door.
Yeah, and I Will Heal You is doing some things with the market right now. This tower coming up here will actually deny a lot of this wood from I Will Heal You. The PotatoAim really going in to try to choke the eco. We do have the vills actually making it down past the first lumber camp for PotatoAim that I Will Heal You has been able to gate for wood, but it's going to be very difficult to defend circumstance, especially he's down on vills, his TC's getting shot down, it's gonna need repaired.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's GG, but I'm actually still very interested to see how this defense plays out, because I Will Heal You, I mean, he's got a strong position here. If he can manage to not lose his TC, he should be able to hold for a good while longer.
Yeah, Archer's not afraid, though, because the vills are not garrisoning, and
yeah, I Will Heal You, man. I think the biggest lesson to learn from all this is you got to garrison that TC. You could take out half this army right now with a couple clicks. Oh, and here we go, baby.
Yeah, but it's actually shooting at the vills, not at the army. It will take out a vill, but Archers are still gonna be here, be annoying.
These archers are technically walled in. I don't know how you could punish them, but they're, walled in with a TC as their only way out. Some would consider this to be, as good as a dead army in some way. I know that's not the case at all
there
here.
Are 8 skirmishers here, and they're actually raiding the gold with skirms. I mean, not the most effective raid, but hey, he's trying to do something here on the other side.
I think it's a very effective raid. It's idling, a few farms, the gold. There's nothing that PotatoAim is making right now that can deal with this. Like, he might even end up using some of his stone to slam a tower to defend it.
Yeah, this town center is about on its last leg, though, and these vills are all really low HP. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think it's probably gonna go down in the GG here before too long. He's spending a lot to repair this, and he's down to 15 vills. So the skirms are starting to get cleaned up here by villagers.
Yeah, without micro, the skirms will fall pretty fast to, more vills than skirms.
Yep, and the GG comes in. Good luck next. What a game indeed. And as soon as iwillhealyou gets in, he's unfortunately going to be knocked out here nice and early by PotatoAim. Really coming across this map for this gold position and putting his TC in such a good spot. Didn't even realize, I don't think it was as good of a spot as it is, but we'll take the set here.
Yep, and huge thanks to iwillhealyou. He's been a huge supporter. I mean, not in any material way, but he's been watching the streams every night, being very positive. He was very grateful for the chance to get in. Seems like he really had a great time playing. As people running a tournament, that's what I hope to see, and I appreciate him very much.
Absolutely. And it's all the more fun when everybody shows in and follows along the journey, sees how things go and progress. Quick set here tonight. Gonna be just the one. There's no any other games turned in just yet, but we will have a lot of games coming soon. So if you guys haven't already, please go ahead and hit that follow button. And again, if you guys are interested in signing up for the tournament, there is a link. Of course, iwillhealyou. We will cast every set. Go ahead and update the bracket here. PotatoAim will move on to face Sock in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, good luck to him there. Sox was looking very sharp. I mean, PotatoAim, of course, no slouch himself, but Sox, I think, showed that he deserves that #1 seed in his set the other day.
Yeah, definitely going to have to keep an eye on players moving forward, and I'm rather impressed by some of the games we've seen, and I think it's only better as things progress. But that is going to do it for us this evening, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will be back. When I'm back, we'll have a lot of games to cast for you guys. Any closing words?
I mean, it's a pleasure casting as always. Very happy the tournament's going the way it is. Yeah, man. I mean, I think the deeper we get into this bracket, the better it's going to be. Looking very much forward to the mid-Elo bracket as well, which I will be playing in. Yeah, things are heating up. And Yo-Yo, who was supposed to cast tonight, I know that he's actually been surging in Elo himself. He's kind of a sleeper there at 10th seed. I know he's already looking for that trophy himself as well.
Yeah, gonna be a lot of fun. And we'll get it to work good, dude. Don't worry. You can cast another time. Not an issue. But that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. Have a good one.